What's going on, YouTube? Back at it, continuation of our rack. We left off with needing to drill holes, weld studs on for the solenoids, drill holes for the pump mounts, get a street charger mount made, and we're to that. So that's tacked in place. Got our studs welded on. That one's tacked in place. Got our pump stands tacked in place. Got our street charger mount tacked in. So everything's tacked in here, laid out. Next step is welding studs up underneath everything to hide and tuck wiring. I'll be doing that here just shortly. And welding in my all thread connector nuts we talked about. I use on the bottoms to put my all thread in, build a cool battery hold down. Probably something on the plasma table for that. Probably do a little video on that, I'm not sure yet. But for today, get all this welded up, get all of our studs welded across the bottom, get the all thread connectors welded on, and hold downs. And then this bad boy, be ready for paint. Do some nice paint on it, make it really pop out, wow factor, and have this one pretty much a wrap. So this is a short one. I'm going to jump on doing the welding work needed now. I will show you guys once we get everything welded together. Probably do a video on the paint process, and then we'll do a longer video when it's painted, set back in, the rack's bolted in, and then we start assembly, assembling the pumps, doing everything on that part, from putting the pump head on, getting the plumbing done, getting the motor mounted on, getting it mounted in the car, doing all the wiring. That part I want to show full time on that one, from us having to put the stuff together to getting it in the car to getting it wired, so you guys can just kind of see what it takes time wise, any issues we might run into. We shouldn't, you know, that's why it takes the time to get to this point, is doing the proper layout and steps ahead, in and out, you know. This thing's getting ready to come out again to do the rest of the welding and stuff on it. And then it'll go back in again for one more fitment, like we talked. You know, heat and welding can move stuff. So you got to set it back in, bolt things back in, make sure everything still sits and fits the way you want. Then we'll paint it, put it back in, assembly, and get things hooked up and get this one going. I've been working on some other stuff. We got a bunch of builds going on. I haven't shown those ones yet. Still trying to figure out the video for an 8-hour day, 10-hour day. I don't want to bore people where they watch 20 minutes and they're like, yeah, peace, I'm out. But I have gotten some feedback from people saying, man, I'd probably watch all day, you know. So I've got a bunch of footage. Anybody that follows my Facebook knows I've been talking about this for a while. So I've got a bunch of footage. Been putting some of it on here to start getting things going. This one was kind of the first of, I recorded a little bit with the intent of doing a step-by-step, but a lot of what you see of these videos is, you know, guys doing this part, doing that part, doing this part. My intent originally was to show all day, every day, what we go through, what happens in building these cars, what happens in having a smaller shop, 2 guys, bunch of builds, trying to make everything happen, you know. work, work, work. But at the same time, I have to think of what's going to keep y'all interested. What's going to keep people wanting to come back and watch. So I've been working on trying to figure all the editing and stuff out, taking some of these long videos of working on multiple things and slice them, put this to the side, slice it, put that to the side, and kind of put them where I can start putting, kind of like we're doing with this one, of in process of a build. So from the start of a full-blown build to the end of a full-blown build, hell, it might be 200-300 videos. I mean, you do a full frame off, custom build, restoration build, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of hours. You want to watch hundreds and hundreds of hours without pausing, bathroom breaks, food breaks? Just kidding. But what I'm saying is I'm going to try and separate it out where, even for my customers, hey, another video up of yours. That way they can see what's going on, they can see what's happening, and it helps too with only being a two-man shop, of me not having to come back to this phone over and over and over again, day to day to day throughout a week, letting people know, hey, this is where we're at on this, this is where we're at on that, this is where we're at on this. Then a new customer calls, wants information on this. It in a two-man shop, messenger, text messaging, the phone, it's my best friend and my worst enemy at the same time. People that have followed us on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all that have seen in the past where we do what we call the blackout period. We're not answering the phones, we're not doing this, we're not doing that, we're focusing on work. That's all well and good. But at the same time, informative, verbalizing, giving input, giving progress is great for the customer. Do I always have time to do that? No. Do I have intention to? Absolutely. But then I get going, I get working, jump from one to the next to the next. I get to the end of a day that might not be 4 o'clock like our hours are. It might be 8 o'clock, it might be 10 o'clock, it might be 2 o'clock in the morning. I ain't gonna call everybody at 2 o'clock in the morning like, hey, I just left the shop, just now had time to call you. This is what we did, this is what we did, this is what we did. And the intention is, okay, when I come in the morning, I'll make my calls, send my messages, whatever, and then get back to work. Well, I walk in the door, gung-ho in the morning, ready to get to work, and just get to work. Dang, forget to make those calls. So this stuff hopefully is going to help. Me as an older guy, hands-on, I'm about it. The digital age, this new stuff, I'm working my way through figuring it out. I'm not a big search the internet to find out how to do it kind of person. So I'm winging it. Hopefully I'm winging it okay. The editing will get better. I'll figure out how to time lapse stuff at some point, I'm sure. I'll figure out how to cut things and crop things and make it where I can start kind of putting things in folders, and then when I get off and can go to the house and go, okay, this folder, I'm going to upload this stuff tonight, and I'm going to upload this stuff tonight. Just because when it's coming through doesn't mean that's what happened right then and there or that day. Got to bear with me a little. I'm figuring this stuff out. Got some really cool builds happening I really want to show everybody. I got an Impala that came in as a hardtop. We've done since cut the roof off. It's not going to just be a cut roof. It's going to be a functioning 64 Impala convertible when it leaves. Anybody that sees it isn't going to know that it didn't start its life as a vert. And that one is every nut and bolt, top to bottom, backyard build, epic, wow, is the intent. 65 Impalas. Doing some really cool things. Some really wild stuff coming out. I have a Mazda pickup that hopefully is going to break the internet. I hope. Tons and tons and tons and hours of custom sheet metal work. Hood, cowl, fenders, doors, bed, tonneau cover, suspension, interior, you name it. Paint, body, gonna be wicked. S10. Everything we do here ain't always just lowrider. Bagged, bodied, tons and tons of custom sheet metal, interior, engine bay, LS, wicked. Cool stuff. Cool stuff coming. Like I said, Impalas, I got some cool ones you all are gonna be seeing. Monte Carlo, wicked. Grand Marquis. Y'all saw a video that we had that I posted. The custom suspension we did under one of them. Got another one. A lot of custom fab, body, paint, powder coating work. Another S10 I'm going to be showing here soon. I didn't get really much video footage of that one. I wish I would have. But I am going to sneak in a day probably this week of getting the final drilling and bolting of some stuff we're doing on that one. Show that to you. And actually get you guys to be able to see the custom that this tonneau cover is. Should blow your minds. Be looking out for that one. Probably be in the comments of custom, one-off bed cover. Probably want to catch that one. It's pretty tricky. Cadillac. You guys saw Brown Sugar. That was a little older big body. Cadillac. Fleetwood Cadillac. Wicked. Getting wrapped up. Be doing some footage of that. Impalas. Ranger. Effing Ford Ranger. Just kidding. Keep it clean. Air ride. Paint. Wicked cool. Yeah. Another Impala that had a old school paint job. Got stripped down. Found Bondo and mud this thick to this thick to yeah. Stripped down. Lots of rust repair. Gonna be another one. Wow. Another Monte Carlo. I mean, we stay busy. We have jobs. We have cool stuff going on. X-frame in the works of getting finalized. Full wrap. Gonna beautify, make wicked, and ready for an Impala. I mean, we got a ton going on. I'm trying to figure out how to do this stuff to keep you guys interested and keep you wanting to come back. Oh man, I want to go check out what they did, or I want the people that want to pop in every day and go, did he post something new? Did he post something they've been working on? And then I do want to put some of them long videos that before everything's snippeted and croppeted and whatever, those ones just go out as for those of you that have requested, I'd love to just sit and watch your all day. Those will be getting put out too. What I've been finding is the longer the video, the ungodly nightmare of time it takes to upload it and get it to you guys. So not 100% sure how well those are going to work. That's why we're already looking at splitting up to start being able to put some steps of this one, steps of this one, steps of this one, but make it where more of multiple content will be coming through most every day or every couple of days. I mean, I've been trying to do every day right now just to get the ball rolling, get people in here, get them watching. But I got to be doing the work too to make the content. So might not be every day, might be every couple of days. We'll figure that part out. We're getting there. I'm figuring it out. But bear with me. Like, subscribe, share. There's a bunch more coming, and a bunch you ain't gonna want to miss. So for today, I'm gonna get out of here and get back to this work, get this stuff welded up, get jumping on some other stuff so I can make this content and get it out to you guys. So y'all have a good day. We'll be seeing you soon.